Yes, hello everyone. So comment CPA Dreams if you are watching live, okay? So please like and share this video and don't forget as well to subscribe or follow our Facebook page CPA Dreams and our YouTube channel Jonathan Ilagan Ruiz. Okay? So don't forget that click the bell button, okay? Now, thank you so much for those that already sign up for our three-part video training series. I'm really thankful for those more than 60 students that sign up. Again, this three video training series, this is really going to help you in your journey to achieve your CPA title. Okay, so this is finally your dream, no, that will come true. Okay, just follow those three video lessons and the advice. I know this will make a difference in your life. Okay, so after you sign up, you will receive a confirmation email. So check it out. If you haven't received it, probably it is on your spam or junk email. Okay, so move it to primary inbox. Okay, para hindi mawala yung mga emails ko sa iyo and notification when you can watch those three-part video. Okay? And this will be available only during this next 2 weeks. After that, this three video training will be gone. Okay? So please do sign up. Okay? So our session today, okay? So our session is very special. Okay? Madali lang yung topic. Okay? Statement of cash flows. Okay? Or cash flow statements. Okay? So I know na marami ang nagre-request for cash flow. Okay, so madali lang to. So ito is papasok sa financial accounting and reporting. Okay, and ito is minsan kasama rin siya sa management advisory services na topic. Okay, so kumbaga, we are hitting two birds in one stone with this discussion. Okay? So, madali lang siya. Okay? Madali lang intindihin. So, once you understood the concepts, you can answer our theories and problems. Okay? So, let me share with you my PowerPoint. Okay? So, of course, I always shared a PowerPoint. Okay? So hopefully you can see it. Okay, if you can see it, please comment CPA Dreams. Okay, so our agenda, cash flow statements, or other called it a statement of cash flows. Okay, but of course you need to follow the proper presentation. Okay, statement of cash flows for the year ended December 31, 2021. Okay, something like that. So if you are an undergraduate, don't make any mistakes on that. Okay, now let's move on. So our learning outcome, of course, I'm going to discuss statement of cash flows, the different activities or classification. Of course, there will be definition and definitely our multiple choice questions. Okay, so yan yung ating learning outcomes for this session. Okay, so what we are waiting for, so diretso na tayo sa discussion. Okay, what is a statement of cash flows? Ano ba talaga yan? Okay, so 'di ba meron tayong financial statements, so this is an integral part. Okay, isa yan sa mga kasama lagi pag nag-issue ng audit report, okay, or pag nag-request tayo ng audit of financial statements, so isa to sa mga reports na piniprepare natin. Okay? Now, it is a component of financial statements summarizing the operating, investing, and financing activities of an entity. Okay, so pasok agad yung classification natin. So those are classified under different classification, operating, investing, and financing. Iisa-isahin natin yan. Okay, integral part, okay, of the financial statements for each period for which financial statements are presented. So that means hindi ito pwedeng mawala sa financial statements. Okay, lagi yang kasama. And this is one of the most important, no? Usually in maraming companies na titingin lang dito sa statement of cash flows and masaya na sila kung positive yan. Okay, kung may positive balance tayo. Kasi nga, cash is king, especially during pandemic. Okay, so tatandaan yan. So for the purpose of this discussion, ano ba ang purpose ng statement of cash flows? Okay? So, eto yan. Tatandaan kasi minsan napapasama to sa theory questions. Okay? We will have our theory questions after this presentation. Okay, so provide relevant information about cash receipts. Okay, ang tatandaan mo talaga dito kasi mag-show to ng cash receipts and cash payments during the period. Okay, and yung cash receipts and cash payments na yan will be classified under operating, investing, and financing. Okay, yan yon, yan yung tatlong yon. Okay, useful in assessing the ability of the entity to generate and uses cash and cash equivalents. Okay, natatandaan ang first topic sa financial accounting and reporting sa first part, nandoon ang cash and cash equivalents. Okay? So, very important na maintindihan kasi dito natin i-base ang ating statement of cash flows. Malalaman natin yung beginning balance ng cash and cash equivalents and then yung ending balance ng cash and cash equivalents. Kumbaga, ipinapakita ng statement of cash flows lahat ng naging movement mo sa cash and cash equivalents mo. Okay? It's very important kasi companies need cash for their operations. How you will operate if you don't have cash coming and cash used for payment or going out? Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so yung mga companies, they need cash to conduct operations, as I have said. Okay, and of course, pay their obligations sa mga creditors, sa mga lenders, sa mga investors, and provide return to their investors. Okay, so wag kakalimutan yung purpose natin of statement of cash flows. Yan yung mga purposes natin. Okay, now, from the definition itself, binanggit na natin yung classification of cash flows. Okay, we have cash flows from operating. Okay, eto, magbibigay tayo ng mga examples. Okay, kasi pag sinabi mong operating, yan talaga yung operations na ginagawa ng business mo. Okay? So yung cash flows mahahati yan. Meron tayong inflows and outflows. Lahat ng inflows yan yung papasok and then yung outflows will be considered going out. Okay? Now, we have cash flows from investing and cash flows from financing. Okay? Now, ito yung classification of activity na magpo-provide sa atin ng information para ma-assess natin yung impact sa bawat activities na yan, kung ano yung financial position ng entity, and magkano ang cash and cash equivalents mo at the beginning and ending of the year. Kumbaga, lahat ng to is magre-reflect, no, na yan yung nangyari sa cash flow ng company during the year. Okay? Now, para mas madaling intindihin, itong operating, alam mo, ang tatandaan mo lang dyan, yung current asset and current liabilities. Lahat ng transactions na papasok sa current asset and current liabilities, pupunta yan sa cash flows from operating. Okay? Sa investing, pag sinabing investing, this is not part of the normal operating. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung investing, dito naman papasok ang ating mga long-term assets or NCA, non-current assets. Diyan papasok yung ating mga PPE. Okay? Yun yung yan yung mga securities kung saan tayo nag-i-invest. Okay, so investments, yung part ng investments. Then financing. Okay, meron tayo diyang dalawa na tatandaan. Okay, ito yung long-term liabilities. Okay, dito papasok yung long-term liabilities and equity. Okay, so yan yung equity financing and long-term liabilities. Okay, pag alam mo yan, alam mo na kagad mag-classify. Kasi usually, ang tanong sa mga problems, what are the cash flows, net cash flows provided from operating activities, from investing, from financing. Okay, so pag alam mo yan, yung classifications na yan, kung paano yan ginagawa, madali na lang mag-solve. Okay, yun lang yung concept. Okay, so pakitandaan yung binigay ko na yan, yan lang yon mga kapatid. It's very easy. Now, operating activities, let's define it and let's give few examples. So cash flows derive primarily from principal revenue. Ibig sabihin, ito yung normal activities na ginagawa ng entity para magpatuloy siya sa operation. Pag ang isang company is nasa retail, o so nagbebenta yan, let's say, nagbebenta ng mga bags, goods, no? Kasi sikat na sikat ngayon ang mga live selling, FB live selling. Okay, so yan yon. Normal part of operations nila, mag-buy and sell. Okay, so ano yung papasok na revenue or sales nila, and then ano yung payments nila for inventories. So yan yung para sa operating activities. Okay, this usually result from transactions and activities that enter into the determination of net income or loss. Okay, so makikita mo kagad, pasok kagad yan yung composition natin ng net income. Okay, at net loss. Kasi yung sales mo, okay, cost of goods sold, sa payment, yung sales sa receipts, no, yung mga selling and administrative expenses, of course, papasok yan under normal operating activities. Now, punta na tayo sa example kasi it's very important to understand ano yung mga example of operating activities natin. Pag alam mo yung concepts, no, dito sa CPA Dreams, we already mentioned so many times. Pag alam mo yung concepts, alam mo na rin kung paano mag-solve ng multiple choice questions and theories. Okay? Now, so ibigay ko na sa iyo ang mga sample dito. Cash receipts from sale of goods and rendering services. Okay? So of course, kung ikaw ay nasa retail, meron kang inventory and then nagbebenta ka, of course, there will be a receipts from the sales. Kasi pagka nag-sale ka, dalawa lang naman ang pupuntahan. Sales cash and then sales on account or credit. Ganun din, pagka nag-render ng service, no, para sa consulting, mga company consulting, you render a service, then you will receive cash. Okay? Or pwede rin namang on account. So now, from royalties, kung ikaw ay isang author ng book, so you will have royalties. Kung ikaw naman ay may franchise, makaka-receive ka ng royalties from franchise. Rental fees, kung nagpaparenta ka, commissions and other revenues. Okay, so ibig sabihin pala, under normal operating activities, lahat ng pumapasok as revenue or income will be considered under operating activities kung related yan. Okay, cash payment to suppliers, of course, kailangan mong bayaran ang inventory. Okay, hindi pwedeng hindi. Okay, next. Ito madali lang, payments din sa selling and administrative and other expenses. Okay, kasama rin yan kasi cash outflows yan. Cash receipts and payments. Okay, sa regular operating activity, kasi minsan may insurance ang enterprise. Yung mga premiums, claims, no, para sa benefits ng employee. So that is part of your operating activities. Ganun din, papaano naman for dealing ka or trading purposes. For securities, no, na nakaka-receive ka o nagbabayad ka. Okay, regular part of your operating activities. So this will fall under operating activities. Again, ulitin natin. Ito yung pinaka-key dyan, yung net income. Lahat ng items na makikita mo sa net income or loss or net loss, papasok yan sa operating activities. Like what I have said, ang kinatin dyan, current assets plus current liabilities. Okay, usually kasi yan yon. Okay? Now, let's move on sa investing activities. Dito, no, pasimplihin natin. Sabi dito, cash flows derived from acquisition and disposal. So, ibig sabihin, pagka tayo ay bumili ng long-term assets and other investments. Okay? Binanggit ko dito, investments. Okay? Kasi di ba meron tayong investment sa financial accounting and reporting. pasok yan as investing activities. Tayo naman ang investor. Ang company ay may extra money para i-invest sa ibang investments para lumago ang pera. So, yan yon. Hindi papasok ang cash equivalent. Remember, yung cash and cash equivalent topics na 3-month treasury bills, yung mga tig 3-month o preference shares that is redeemable in 3 months. So, hindi yan pasok sa investing activities. Okay? So, ibig sabihin pala lahat ng papasok sa investing activities involving non-operating assets. Or yun yung tinatawag nating actually non-current assets. Okay, long term. Dito papasok ang PPE. Again, pag dinispose mo yan, okay, pasok din yan sa investing activities mo. Okay? Now, example of investing activities, we have cash payments to acquire PPE, intangibles, and other long-term assets. Of course, kung meron tayong payments, meron din tayong receipts dyan. Okay, kung ano man yung pagbebentahan mo, again, kung ano yung binenta mo, kung PPE yan, or intangibles yan, and other long-term assets, sa investing activities papasok yan. Yung gain or sale, gain on sale, and then loss on disposal, papasok yan sa part ng operating activities. Okay, so wag malito doon. Again, cash payments to acquire equity or debt instruments, kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kasi papasok yung investment part. Okay, so pasok yan sa investing activities. Okay, now, ganun din, so receipts and payments yon. Okay, another is repayment of advances and loans made to other parties. Okay, kung tayo ang nagpautang, okay, of course, no, papasok yan sa investing activities kasi tayo ay nag-invest, tayo yung naglabas ng pera. Okay? Yan yung main difference natin sa financing activities. Okay, later, after this slide, I will show you naman yung financing. Cash receipts and payments for future contract, forward contract, option contract, and swap contract. Okay, so yan ay investing activities. Now, let's move on. Financing activities. Dito, dalawa ang pinanggagalingan. Isang equity and isang borrowings. Ibig sabihin sa borrowings, nangungutang tayo. Okay? Tayo naman ang nangungutang. Kanina tayo ang nagpapautang. Equity, ito is internal. Ibig sabihin sa shareholders and investors. Sa ordinary shares or preference shares. Papasok yan sa financing. Okay? Borrowings, ito yung mga bonds payable or long-term, okay, liabilities na binibigay natin. Okay, so this is between the entity and owners, equity financing, common stock, and preferred stock. Okay, pasok yan dyan. Debt financing naman para sa ating creditors. Non-trade liabilities and equity of an entity. So, ibig sabihin, ang ating palatandaan sa financing is LTL, long-term liabilities, and equity. Okay, yan yung tatandaan sa financing. So, punta na tayo sa example. Meron tayong cash receipts from issuing shares. Okay, like what I have said, pwedeng equity instruments, issuance of ordinary shares and preference shares. Cash payments to owners, no, para mag-acquire or redeem the enterprise shares. So, ibig sabihin yung payment for treasury stock, that is part of your financing activities. Cash receipts from issuing debenture loans, notes, bonds, mortgages. Okay, so these are long-term liabilities. Okay. Now, cash payments by a lessee for the reduction of the outstanding principal list liability is pasok din dito. Okay, take note, cash payments to settle such obligation as trade accounts and notes payable, income tax payable, accrued expenses, and similar items are not financing. Did you notice something here? Because they are short-term liability and falls part under operating activities. Kasi ito is mga short-term naman talaga. Yung ating mga trade payable o yung income tax, hindi pwedeng magtagal yan. Kailangan bayaran kaagad. Yung accrued expenses na ating nire-record, ganun din, magpo-fall under operating activities yan, not financing activities. Okay? So madali lang, naintindihan mo lahat kung ano yung nag-fall under operating, investing, and financing. Now, punta naman tayo sa interest and dividends. Okay, this part kasi merong mga confusion. Okay, so let's give you explanation for it. Okay, so sabi sa PAS 7, paragraph 33, ang interest paid daw at saka ang interest received shall be classified as operating cash flows. Okay? Because they enter into the determination of net income or net loss. Okay? Kasi nga minsan, sasabihin mo yan, interest revenue. Okay? Pwede rin yung interest paid or interest expenses. Okay? Pero pwede rin yung i-classify under financing. Kasi cost of obtaining financial resources. Alternatively, ganun din ang interest received. Pwede yan pumasok sa investing. Kasi yan ay ROI. Okay? Now, paano malalaman talaga na yan ay papasok sa financing or operating? Okay, it's very clear, I think, kung yan ay regular or short term, no, ang nangyaring financing, then the interest paid will fall under operating. Okay, pag alam mo na yung pinanggagalingan is kailangan naman talagang gamitin o bayaran, then that falls under your operating. Okay? Kung yan ay papasok sa net income like what we have said earlier, then pasok yan sa operating activities. But then again, there are alternatives. Okay? Now, for dividends, okay? Ito is dividend received shall be classified as operating cash flow. Bakit kaya dito is ginawang dividend received is classified as operating cash flow? Okay, usually kasi pagka nag-invest ka, okay, kung yan ay talagang ginagamit mo rin yung investment na yun and marireceive mo yung dividends kagad-agad, okay, every 6 months or 1 year, okay, usually ganyan naman talaga ang dividends, no? Pagkatapos syempre gagamitin mo yan for your operations. Kaya ang nangyayari, ang presentation yan is under operating. But then again, it could be alternatively presented under investing. Okay? Kasi kaya ka nag-invest for long term, alam mo rin na makaka-receive ka ng dividends. Okay? So we'll do some sample sa multiple choice questions. But this is very clear kasi na sinabi rin sa PAS na talaga merong alternative presentation. Okay? So wag kang malito. Okay? Now, again, kailangan lang kasi is consistent ang manner ng presentation mo from period to period. Kung piniresent mo na yan as under operating, then operating ka na. Hindi mo na siya kailangan baguhin the next period. Okay? Kailangan consistent ang presentation mo. Okay. So, 2 types of method on presentation, no? Ano yung 2 methods of presentation, no, ng statement of cash flows? Meron tayong direct method and indirect method. Saan ba sila differ lang? Okay, nagkaka-differ lang yan, difference, okay? Nagkakaroon lang yan ng difference, okay, under the presentation of operating activities. Yung financing and investing, same ang presentation. Okay? Ang nagkaiba lang sila is sa operating. Okay? Now, kasi kailangan mong malaman kung alin ang gagamitin mo. Same din naman ang lalabas na answer, whether direct or indirect method ang gagamitin mo. The problem is, papaano kung ang problem is presented the way na ang kailangan mong gamitin is direct method or indirect method. Ang indirect method, it's very simple. Pagka binigay yung beginning and ending ng mga items in the balance sheet, then indirect method ang gagamitin mo. Pag ang binigay, cash payments and cash receipts kagad. So, ibig sabihin, ang possibility is direct method agad ang gagamitin mo. Okay? So, yan lang, very simple. So, let's go on. Direct method shows in detail or itemize the major classes of gross cash receipts and gross cash payments. Okay, so ibig sabihin naka-itemize siya. Okay, merong binigay na gross cash receipts, gross cash payments. Ito, no, usually para mas madali ito, pwede kang gumamit ng T account. Okay, cash receipts are listed one by one. Okay, and then ganun din yung cash payment, syempre. And then yung difference nila will be the net cash flow provided from operating activities. Kumbaga, ito is cash basis income statement ang ginagawa. Okay? Sa indirect method naman, okay, means that the net income or loss is adjusted for the effects of transactions of non-cash nature. Okay? Kasama din dito yung deferrals, accruals, and operating cash receipts and payments. Lahat ng items sa income or expense na associated sa investing and financing. Now, paano ito pinipresent? Kasi ito is nagbibigay niyan sa with accrual basis and then kailangan mo siyang i-convert to the cash basis. Okay, so dito papasok actually yung mga increase and decrease. Okay, so magbibigay tayo ng sample calculations. Okay, now few things na kailangan nating tandaan dito sa paggamit ng mga methods na to. Non-cash expenses. Okay? Kasi kailangan natin siyang ibalik sa net income. Ibig sabihin, wala kasing lumabas talaga na cash. Okay? So, to eliminate that effect, kailangan natin siyang ibalik sa net income. Ano yung mga yan? Usually, yan yung depreciation and amortization. Kasi walang lumabas na pera dyan. Okay? Again, etong gain on disposal, nabanggit ko, and loss on disposal, kailangan din natin yung ibalik. Okay? Pagka gain, kailangan mo yung i-deduct from net income. Pagka naman loss, kailangan mo siyang i-add back to the net income. Okay? Now, ano yung mga sample ng non-cash transactions? Okay, na-mention ko na yung depreciation and amortization. But let's define it. Sabi sa PAS 7, paragraph 43, no, ito yung investing and financing transactions that do not require use of cash or cash equivalent. So, hindi dapat siya kasama sa statement of cash flows. Okay, pero kailangan siyang i-disclose. Okay? May disclosure dapat na gawin sa FS mo. Either papasok sa notes to the financial statements or may separate schedule ka na gagawin. Kung talaga kailangan i-provide lahat ng relevant information para sa transactions na nangyari. Okay, lalo na if the amount is material or big amount. Okay, now let's go with the example of non-cash transactions. We have acquisition of assets, either assuming direct related liability or by means of lease. Ibig sabihin, walang lumabas na cash kasi inassume mo yung liability ng asset na inacquire mo. Okay, kaya non-cash transactions yan. Nag-acquire ka rin ng asset. Ang ginawa mo naman in exchange of share capital or bonds payable. So wala ka ding nilabas na cash dyan. Okay, so non-cash transaction yan. Conversion of debt to equity. Okay, nag-convert lang yung bonds payable mo, ginawa mong common stock. Okay, so non-cash transactions din yan. Okay, conversion of preference shares, nilagay mo lang siya sa ordinary share. So non-cash transactions din yan. Hindi yan kasama sa pag-represent ng statement of cash flows. In the problems, no, they are distractions only. Okay, so it's very important na maintindihan kasi baka mapasama din yan sa theories. Okay, now, okay, so we come to the end of the PowerPoint. So this time, let's try to answer the theory or multiple choice questions. Okay, so ang gagamitin nating strategy is yung nandoon sa 5 steps to answering multiple choice questions. So once again, if you are in the group, okay, dun sa ating 3-part video training series, then it will be easy talaga na maintindihan kung paano nagsusolve ng theory, okay, paano nagsusolve ng multiple choice problems and paano nag-a-answer ng theory or yung multiple choice questions. So 5-step yon. Okay, so like what I have said previously, don't look at the answer yet. Okay, kailangan alam mo kagad kung ano yung questions first. Okay? So again, kung hindi ka pa nakapag-sign up dun sa ating 3-part video training series, do it now. Okay? Just look for the sign up link. Okay? So now, let's answer. The primary purpose of the statement of cash flows. Ito, diniscuss na natin to. So alam mo na ito ay relevant information about cash receipts and cash payments. So hindi pa ako tumitingin hindi ko pa iniisa-isa yung mga letters is alam ko na kagad ang sagot kasi we have discussed it in the PowerPoint, right? So the answer is letter C. Okay? Next, an entity shall prepare and present a statement of cash flows as. Okay, nasa PowerPoint presentation din natin yan. Integral part of the entity's basic financial statements. So answer is letter C. Okay, nakita mo, ang dali nating sagutan kasi we dig deeper with the concepts and then nakita mo sa summary natin. Okay? And then, ina-apply natin yung 5 steps, multiple choice questions na steps ng CPA Dream. So, madali lang siya. Okay? Let's move on. Okay? Interest payments to lenders and creditors. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, creditors, suppliers, nagpapautang. Okay? So, under operating activities. Okay? So, ang sagot dyan is letter D. Okay? Next, which classification of the cash flow arising from the proceeds from earthquake disaster settlement would be most appropriate? Okay? So it is one time. Pero kasi usually, pag earthquake disaster, no, for the community affected lahat. Okay? So in this case, papasok pa rin yan sa ating operating activities. Okay? Usually yung mga corporations, ipapasok nila yan as under operating kasi yan ay CSR, corporate social responsibilities ng companies to the community. So ang answer is letter A. Okay? Investing activities, making and collecting loans. So tayo naman ang nag-invest this time. Okay? Tayo yung nangungulekta ng pinautang natin. Okay? So ibig sabihin, saan yan papasok? Okay? Of course, tayo ang nag-invest. The answer is letter boy. Okay? Next, financing naman. Statement of cash flows, dividend payments to shareholders. Tayo ay nagbayad sa ating shareholders. Ibig sabihin, yan ay equity financing. Okay? Tayo ang nagbayad, yan ay papasok sa correct financing activities. Dito is, anong tawag din? In-specify mo kasi payments is outflows, receipts is inflows. Okay, so yan yung answer natin. Okay, next. Okay, problem, multiple choice questions naman tayo. Problem. Okay, so madali lang, di ba? Okay, so ang dali-dali sa theory, hopefully ganun din sa problems. Kayang-kaya mo din yan. Okay. So, comment CPA dreams, okay, if you are still here and enjoying this statement of cash flows discussion natin. Okay? So, once again, let's apply yung 5 steps to answering multiple choice questions. So, first is, let's look at the problem. Okay? Then, look at the questions. Okay? So dito ang tanong is, cash and cash equivalent. Sorry, ang pangit talaga. Ng pointer natin, okay? Cash and cash equivalents ang tanong December 31. So parang review lang din to ng ating topic sa financial accounting and reporting na cash and cash equivalents. Okay, so kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe sa YouTube channel natin, please do subscribe. Lahat ng topics sa financial accounting and reporting, no, I might have uploaded it. Pero yung cash and cash equivalents nandiyan na sa channel. Okay, so just go back. Okay, ang tanong is cash and cash equivalents. Ano yung cash and cash equivalents natin at the end of December 31, 2021? Simple lang. Cash and checking account, yes, pasok yan. Money market account, yes, pasok yan. Considered short term. So, pasok to. Treasury bill purchase December 1, 2021. And then magmamature siya 28, 2022. Pasok yan. Kasi 3 months yan. Ito naman na purchase March 1. Pero magmamature na siya February 2028. Hindi yan kasama. Pampagulo lang yan. So, 350 plus 250 and plus 800. The answer is 1,400,000. Okay? So, that is letter C. Okay? Next. Punta naman tayo dito sa cash balance at the end of the year. Okay? So, ito is binigay naman sa'yo. Okay, meron ka ng beginning, 1,300,000. Meron kang financing, meron kang operating, meron kang investing. So madali lang. Okay, so dire-diretso mo na lang yan. Okay, na i-add and i-minus. Ito pampagulo lang. Total shareholders equity beginning year 2 million. Wala yang kinalaman. Okay, sa ating cash balance at the end of the year. Okay, so add mo lang and then minus. Okay, so para mas madali actually, pwede mo naman yang i-squeeze. Okay, so paano natin yan gagawin? Okay, actually, hindi pala ito yung pang-squeeze. Okay, dire-diretso lang yan. So 1,300,000, 1,400,000. So add and minus lang, kagaya ng sabi ko. So ang makukuha mo dyan, 1,200,000. Again, pagka negative, so mina-minus. Pag positive, ina-add. Okay, dito kasi is madali lang. Walang kahirap-hirap. Hindi tayo pinahirapan sa problem. So the answer is 1,200,000, letter A. Now, let's move on. Medyo mahirap-hirap ng konti. Okay, ito is direct method, operating activities. Okay? Okay, now actually, dito is, napansin mo, no? binigay, cash flow from investing activities and cash flow from financing activities. Dividends declared and paid, pampagulo lang kasi ang tinatanong is operating. Okay? So kung titingnan mo actually, dito is binigay kasi din to yung cash mo beginning, ending, and then cash beginning. Okay? So actually, pwede mo na siyang i-squeeze. Ito yung squeeze na sinasabi ko. So mag-start ka for the 2,100,000 and then add mo to 800, 2,500,000, then i-minus mo to 1,200,000. Ang kalalabasan niyan, 2,100,000. Okay, so in-squeeze mo siya. Actually, this is not direct method actually. This can be presented also through indirect method. Okay? Ang kukunin mo dito is etong other assets and liabilities. Okay? So, pwede mo rin siyang makuha na makalculate. Okay? But in this case, winort back lang natin. Pero again, pwede mong gawin yung increase and decrease. Okay? Next. So, the answer is letter boy. Now, direct method. Okay? So, ito is kasi binigay dito yung okay, dito ang tanong is cash provided by operating activities. Ano yung mga kasama natin dito? Okay, tinan mo, pansinin mo. Andito cash received from customers, interest received. Andito yung cash paid to suppliers, income taxes paid. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, okay, kanina kasi meron tayong discussions na ginawa. Hindi ito kasama kasi ito is equity. Okay? Ito is hindi kasama kasi long term. Ito ay investing. Ito, dividends paid, actually, yan is shareholders yan. Okay? So ito is papasok sa financing. Dividends received, ito is pasok to. And yung interest received is pasok din yan. Okay? Interest paid on long-term debt. Okay? Dito is sinabi long term. Pero pasok din ito sa operating natin. Okay? Kasi normal operating kwan yan. Okay? Normal operating transactions. Kaya ito is pasok din. Okay? So from here, you can already calculate M plus M plus M minus lang yan. Okay, so ang actual nating calculation is cash received from customers, 9 million, dividend received, 500, interest received, 200. So meron kang 9,700,000 cash inflows or cash receipts. Cash paid to suppliers, 6 million, interest paid, 400, income taxes paid, 300, 6,700,000 is your cash payments or cash outflows. So ang total net cash provided will be in operating is 3 million. Okay? Napansin mo, dividend received and interest received classified as operating. Pero again, pwede natin siya i-present as investing. Yung interest paid is normally operating naman yan. Pero papasok ulit yan as financing. Ganon din ang dividend paid. Pero this time, kasi may proceeds from issuing share capital, so it's clear na yung dividend paid mo is para sa issuance ng share capital mo. Kaya yan ay pasok sa equity financing or financing activities. Kaya doon natin siya kinalasify. Hindi natin siya kinalasify under operating activities. Okay? Next, okay, another indirect, this one, indirect method. Okay, net cash provided by operating activities. May net income tayo, 800. Depreciation, added back, 200,000. Sales were for cash, except, okay, merong 50,000 sale, resulting in the acceptance of note receivable, 100,000. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kailangan mo itong inet, 100,000 less the 50,000. Okay, ang land value is 100,000. Accrued salaries, okay, merong 50,000 and 40,000 respectively. And then interest expense included amortization by 5,000. Okay, ito income tax expense kasama yan. Okay, kailangan niyang bayaran. Okay, so how do you calculate it? Actually, ganito lang yan. So net income natin, add 800. Depreciation and amortization, yung non-cash sale, yung difference. Okay, actually, sorry. Hindi pala difference. Kasi merong sale na merong kasamang cash plus merong pang note receivable. So, ang total mo is 150,000. So, pasok yan, no? Kaya ang kalalabasan mo dyan is 50,000 plus 100,000. Ima-minus mo is 100. 50,000. Yung accrued salaries, no? 50,000 less 40,000. So meron kang decrease. So that is 10,000. Yung amortization ng bond discount, so ibabalik natin siya. Okay? So that is 5,000. Then, yung deferred tax liability natin, may liability tayo. So, nag-increase 50,000. Net cash provided by operating activities is 895. So, the answer is letter boy. Okay, so madali lang, di ba? Okay, increase-decrease lang din yan. Okay, kailangan mo lang maintindihan kung alin yung papasok at hindi. Ito, non-cash transactions. And then, ito is non-cash transactions din. Okay, ito naman is non-cash sale, pero sinama natin siya kasi fall under operating activities siya. Okay, next, indirect method ulit, pero dito is operating activities lagi. Usually kasi yan talaga yung tinatanong, yung mga operating activities talaga. Okay, so increase and decrease ka lang, okay. So dito is actually ininet mo yan. Okay, so ibig sabihin 1,450 less 50, ito 1,150 less 40, and then ano yung increase decrease. Okay, prepaid expenses then kasama yan. Ito is accounts payable kasama yan against the 7,500,000. Ibig sabihin lahat yan is fall under operating activities. So madali lang. So net income mo is yung 7,500,000. Kagaya ng sinabi ko, nag-increase. Ibig sabihin, hindi nadagdagan ang cash mo. Nabawasan pa siya kasi nga receivable. Ibig sabihin pala pag increase minus, pag decrease sa current asset mo, meaning add. Ulitin ko, pag increase sa current asset, that means you less. Pag decrease, that means you add. Kabaliktaran pag sa liabilities. Okay? Now, ito yung sample, decrease in prepaid rent. Ibig sabihin, asset siya. Okay? Nag-decrease, so that is add. Payable naman, ibig sabihin, nadagdagan ang babayaran mo, hindi ka naglabas ng cash, kaya add naman siya. Liability, nag-increase, add. Liability, nabawasan, that is less. Okay, so ang net cash provided by operating activities is 7,570,000. So like what I have said, yung allowance account is netted na siya. Okay, for purposes of determining yung net change ng accounts receivable. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so I hope you learned in this session natin sa statement of cash flows. Okay, so hopefully once again you join me, okay, sa mga upcoming sessions natin. So, doon sa mga nagpapalo sa ating 3-part video training series, congratulations for taking the challenge and for embracing yung CPA journey mo and to get your CPA title. Mabuhay ka and may God bless you all and enjoy your study time and enjoy your journey. May God bless you.